Hello, welcome back to Fizz Entertainment for our next review. Now, this is definitely a film that some people don't like, others love. I kind of more there in the middle when it comes down to this particular film. And that would be of Five Nights at Freddy's. You guys probably know this. I'm recording in 1080, not 2160 again. It's just a lot easier to make these a little bit quicker if I can actually see myself on camera. Which allows me to do editing while I'm actually filming, which makes it easier for me. Five Nights at Freddy's. This is a 4K release. For the reviews I'm going to be doing tonight, don't expect too many of that because it's the only 4K release I have in the bulk. There are a few others that I have watched, but I'm not going to be reviewing those. We'll be doing 6 reviews tonight. We'll be doing more tomorrow. So to watch a couple of other films as well. Five Nights at Freddy's. The producers of Megan and the Black Phone bring the terrifying horror game phenomenon to life. It is a bone-chilling film. Recently fired and desperate for work so that he can keep custody of his little sister, Mike agrees to take a position as a night shift security guard at the abandoned theme restaurant, Freddy's Pizza. But Mike soon discovers that nothing at Freddy's is what it seems. Mike's nights at Freddy's will lead him into an unexpected encounter with the supernatural and drag him into black heart of an unspeakable nightmare. Well, that's actually pretty good way to describe the film without giving too much away. I don't know why this thing's all like that. It's all curvy. Yeah, that basically describes the plot of the film. Now, if you haven't seen the film, that's definitely all you need to know about the film. I, for one, say this is actually one of the most diabolical themed horror films that I've seen in recent years. The other one, of course, I reviewed last year with Dead Silence. This film has very similar themes in the film, dark themes that remind me a lot of James Wan's Dead Silence, in which of course you had Mary Shaw turning kids, murdering them and turning them into puppets, into dolls. Well, this one's diabolical in the fact that our killer, he was a serial killer, and why Freddy's was shut down was because of the disappearance of children. He would literally kill these children and trap their souls inside animatronic robots, animatronic machines. And that's what's really spooky about the movie, in my opinion. And what's crazy is this is a PG-13 film. I don't know how Blumhouse makes PG-13 horror films so elaborate and so satisfying when it comes to being a scary film, but they do it all the time. They make plenty of R-rated horror films as well, of course. But I just find it very fascinating they can make a very sinister and very elaborate horror film with a PG-13 rating. And Five Nights at Freddy's is definitely a good example of that. Now, I know that some people that watch this channel, who I know in real life, will say it's a silly movie and they didn't like it at all. Well, that's your opinion. This is my opinion. I really enjoyed this movie for what it was. And I didn't go to the theaters to watch this film. I know a lot of people did, and most people that watch this film in theaters were fans of the video games and the comic books and the novels and stuff like that. this is my first experience with Five Nights at Freddy's. This is the movie. I never got into the whole video game lore and all that. But I definitely do like this movie. I think it's definitely a creepy, scary film. And I definitely enjoyed it. Now, do I have any cons about this movie? Yes, I do have one. I think that Five Nights at Freddy's would have been an even scarier and even better movie if it was rated R and they went all the way. Now, with that said, for any parent out there that wants to take this PG-13 rating and say, "Oh, a horror film I can watch with my kids," do not do that. Do not do that, because this film may not be rated R, but is barely, I mean, it's literally barely a PG-13 film. You have blood, you got gore, you even have disembodiment in this movie. Like one of our villains in the film gets disembodied, which means they get half of their body cut off in this movie, and it shows it. So it barely hangs on the PG-13 rating. It's very amazing what you can get away with PG. It's a PG-13 film in 2023, which is when this film took place. It was in 2023 is when this film came out. So it's a 2023 film, not a 2024 film. Now, I do know that this film might, actually, no, was it? No. This film was released in 2023. It just took me a while to get around to reviewing it. So I guess I did watch it last Halloween, but I just didn't have a chance to get around to it. The quality of the film. This is a 4K, obviously. And I did recently get a bigger 4K television that would have definitely brought more of this out. Well, actually, no, take it back. I did watch this on a new screen, didn't I? Yeah, to take it back, I did actually watch this on a new screen. And because I watched it on my new 50-inch screen, which is right over here, I can first say that we have graduated from being just a 4K with HDR10 experience to actually being able to watch movies with Dolby Vision as well. And I can definitely tell you, I can see a little bit of a difference with the Dolby Vision. The Dolby Vision really does add an element to the HDR. That's for sure. So the quality is very, very reference quality on this one in terms of the picture. I would say it definitely goes more towards HDR10 than Dolby Vision, but the Dolby Vision does enhance it. Now, with that said, what's very funny about that is that this film very basically says right at the bottom of the snap case here, Dolby Vision. So Dolby Vision and HDR10 were both reused in the presentation, but it just goes more towards HDR10. That Dolby Vision, Dolby Cinema type of thing that we get out of Dolby Vision is definitely not going to make much of a play in the picture. So don't expect, like, say, Operation Fortune, which I did watch last night. It's a little bit of a break from horror films, because it's kind of what I do. If I have time off from work, which I had 3-day weekend, I tend to watch a horror film, then I watch an action film, then I watch a horror film. Kind of goes back and forth. And yeah, some films that had Dolby Vision look a little bit better than others, and that's definitely a case, but this is still very much reference quality in 4K with the picture. The audio has Dolby Atmos, and this is a good Dolby Atmos sound presentation. There are some Dolby Atmos sound presentations out there that are not that good. This one does fire on all cylinders, so you will be getting your money's worth on purchasing a 4K copy of 2023's Five Nights at Freddy's. So definitely would. Now, is this the most perfect 4K experience? No, but it's definitely a decent one, and definitely not a poor one at all by any standards. Is it? I would probably put it in like maybe the top 20 films to show off your 4K setup. And well, Five Nights at Freddy's is going to have a very, very surprising Foos Entertainment rating. Now, normally when it comes to a PG-13 film like this, I would, it's from Blumhouse, Productions, I would probably go ahead and give it like a 2.5 stars to possibly 3. 2.5 stars mean as a decent horror film, 3 being I liked it. This is where it gets very, very interesting. If the plot of the film really plays out well and is a really entertaining ride from beginning to end, and the subplots, routines of the terrifying and chilling aspect of the film's plot actually is terrifying on a very good level, I reserve that for almost perfect. So I am going with the almost perfect 3.5 stars for Five Nights at Freddy's. And Foos says, check it out, and I will see you on the next one.